A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. The Bears' offense will be first on the attack. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you, they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger, to get them going for this football game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Flagway on the play action. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Texas Tech's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Quentin Joyner, what a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick give, it's Williams. He's past the sticks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide right, it's Eakin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to run, it's Joyner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Flag wave. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's Slagway. Out wide left. It's Livingston. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Caught. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Rush right in his face. Being chased. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Bears in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. Right side, it's Danzy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Pushes ahead. There he goes. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff to Joyner. Got a little grass. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Handoff, Joyner running left.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the 2nd level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense in a bunch formation. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Hudson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Going for it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Could not make his way to the corner.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Between the hashes, it's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Left side is Carter. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. He throws one to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll run with Joyner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On play action. Look out! Just gets rid of that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lagway to pass. Unloads it left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Lagway wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout taken by Baylor in second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Lost one deep down the right side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bears!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Crosses the 30. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Finds his man. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 8 team, the SMU Mustangs.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead.
Found a seam on the left. The 40. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lagway. Hauls it in.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The run inside. It's Turner. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Gonna run it. It's Turner. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Lagway. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Finds his big tight end.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Right side, it's Freeman. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Out wide left, it's Klopfenstein. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or for us, green light. Go for it.
They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Here's Lagway to pass. Looking for the score. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. Hit as he throws, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're all over it. Batted into the air near the goal line.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Lagway wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires left. Complete downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Carter. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Quentin one more time. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. The only drama left, awaiting the clock to run out, gives us a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country and get a win like this late in the season, and that really adds some strength to your playoff resume. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Got a man. It's Livingston. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Lagway. Still looking. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to pass. It's Lagway. They're working that left side. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Porter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Lagway. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Throws to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. The screen, he can go. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Fourth down, Lagway. He's got it, first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Turner. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Out wide right, it's Brown. Makes the tackle. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bears sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. In the backfield, it's Turner. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Extending the play. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Right side, it's Brown. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Lagway to pass. That's caught. It's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Left side, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.